Hi, I'm Tom Greenwood, and this is my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about thoughts. The stomach is an organ in our body, and its job is to digest food, help in digestion. Our lungs, they do respiration. Our heart, it beats, and our brain, it thinks and it feels. That's what our brain does, and that is the function of our brain, is to have thoughts, to create thoughts. The brain, the thinking of the brain is can be kind of willy-nilly. It's not necessarily organized. So our thoughts aren't organized, but the brain is, as people say, the brain's like a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it gets. And so the organization of our thoughts can become stronger, can become more organized, can become more linear or delineated. Of course, the true is, it's just as true. It can go the other way. You know, if we don't go and exercise, if we don't eat right, then our bodies don't function properly, and our brain can degrade in functionality too, and our thoughts will degrade as a result. So that's kind of what I was thinking about today. So there are two ways that I've been thinking about that a person can organize their thoughts, and I'm certain there are other ones, but there are two that are I'm familiar with. And the first one is writing, journaling. There's been studies on the effectiveness of journaling. I can't cite them off the top of my head, but they've been done, and it turns out that people who write down their thoughts, write down their days, write down their goals, have much higher success ratios in achieving those goals, if they have goals, or knowing where their life is if they're just journaling for the sake of journaling. So it's important to write our thoughts down. The other thing that I have found to be incredibly effective for helping me to organize my thoughts is to teach. Teaching is very difficult. If you've never tried to teach anybody anything, you find that you think you know something, and then you go to try and teach it, and then you realize maybe you don't know it as well. When I was studying with martial arts at IU with Patrick Kelly, he would say that in order to know a technique, you had to do it, you had to have it done to you, and then you had to be able to teach it. And if you had all three of those, then you owned it. And thoughts are kind of like that, and organizing our thoughts definitely follows in that. To be able to teach effectively, you have to have your thoughts very clear. You have to know what you're looking for in your thoughts and the thoughts that you're trying to transmit, whether it's a martial art technique or how to build a house or how to build an Instagram following or whatever it is you want to do. There are steps, but to organize your thoughts, teaching is one way. So I've been going down to a place I like to go and sit and have a cup of coffee, and I talk to the homeless people that usually hang out there or walk by. The normies don't want to stop and talk to me, but the homeless cats will. And there's a couple of young guys I've run into, and I've been telling them, look, you want to get this goal you're talking about, go get a journal for 88 cents and go get a pen for free out of the bank and start writing down your thoughts, what you think about, what your plans are, what your hopes are, what your dreams are, what your fears are, whatever. Start writing it down. It'll help you to understand where you're going and what you're doing. Now, I do that. I'm not the best at it, but I'm working on it. But talking with these guys helps me to understand kind of like how my planning goes, what my goals are, and it helps me to better understand the things that I can do to be more effective in my understanding, my teaching, my career, the things that I chase in life, whatever they are, by talking to these guys and trying to teach them. So anyway, that's a little bit on thinking, thoughts, organizing your thoughts, putting them into action, maybe a little bit. Anyway, that's also the reason I do these little videos, is I need to get my thoughts out, but I also need to analyze them, and talking about these videos helps. Anyway, if you like what I'm talking about, you can subscribe to my channel, you can share it with people, you can send me an email or get a hold of me by whatever means, and maybe we can meet up and have a cup of coffee and get deeper into this stuff. Anyway, hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next time.